Hi, it's Dawn from Ninja Bunny Crochet. Today I have for us a yarn review of a Dollar Tree yarn haul. Now, I went to several different Dollar Trees and to get all of this yarn. There's a couple of different kinds here. It's all Premier yarn, but I got a lot of different colors and some different types of yarn. So the first type I got was just yarn tweed. So this is the first type. And this is a medium 4 100% acrylic yarn. It comes in 120 yards, 110 meters, 1.94 ounces, 55 grams. Again, 100% acrylic. This particular color is called gray tweed. Now it comes in a lot of different colors. I've got several of them. I will turn the camera around and give you an up-close view of all the different colors. It is pretty soft. It is a very nice yarn, and like I said, it was $1. It is made in Turkey, so that's where all the best yarns come from. It's come from Turkey. So again, this is the Just Yarn tweed, and then another kind they had is the Premier Just Yarn worsted. This just happens to be the peach color. I do have a lot of the other colors. I didn't get all the colors they had. I just grabbed some of them. And this is, again, 100% acrylic. This comes in 131 yards, 120 meters, 211 ounces, 60 grams. And it is a medium 4. These are also, both of these are, make sure they're both machine wash, warm water, tumble dry, low heat. So both of these are machine washable. And then there was, I got one other type in this type of yarn. There is a just chenille too that I found. And this yarn is 100% polyester, 65 yards, 60 meters, 1.76 ounces, 50 grams. And this is considered a bulky 6. So, and that's what that one looks like. And this has the I'm not sure how to pronounce this, the OK Tech Standard 100. So this actually has that listed right on it. Most of Premier yarns do have that, where the worsted and the chenille, the worsted and the tweed don't have that listed on the label, but the Just Chenille does have that listed on the label. And let's see, washing instructions. Machine wash, warm, lay flat to dry. So the chenille, you cannot put that in the dryer, but they do have chenille as well. And then the other type of yarn that I found was cotton yarn. So this is the Premier Just Cotton yarn. This is just like the Premier Home Cotton yarn, exactly like it. And this comes in 104 yards. It's 96 meters, 1.2 ounces, and 60 grams, 85% cotton, 15% polyester, and it is listed as a medium 4. Again, machine wash, warm, tumble dry, low heat. So that is the Just Cotton yarn. I have lots of different colors to show you in this. Again, I'll turn the camera around and show you the colors up close. And I'll also work up some swatches and show you what they look like worked up. And another little find that I got is crochet hooks. Now, they're plastic crochet hooks, but they are crochet hooks. So if you are on a budget and you need some crochet hooks, they do carry crochet hooks. And this is a 4 millimeter and a 4.5 millimeter. So these are considered G hooks. 5 and a 5.5 millimeter, so that would be an H and an I hook in the US, and 6 and 6.5 millimeter. I'm not sure if that's coming through clear on camera, but again, I will turn it around and give you an up-close look on these as well. So let me get that camera turned around and we'll take a better look at this stuff. Hey, here is the Just Yarn tweed colors that I was able to find. I did get one of, well, actually I technically got two of all of the Just Tweed colors. So here they all are, and I'll show you one at a time. This one is called, I believe that is Gorg or Greg. Oh boy, Greg Tweed. Well, I'll just let y'all figure that one out. So it's kind of a stone color here, but it's very pretty. I like that color. And then we have, this one is called Denim Tweed. It's kind of a blue-gray color. And Charcoal Tweed. I really like the tweed colors. And Rust Tweed. This one's really sharp too. I like this one a lot. And the Gray Tweed. So I will just pick one of these and work up a little swatch, and I'll be right back with a swatch so you can see what this looks like in a swatch. So I worked up a little swatch here with the gray tweed color. And I did some half double crochet, some bobbles, and some single stitches, some single crochet, and used the Crafter Square hook right here, that the 5.5 millimeter or the I hook, and it actually worked pretty well for a plastic hook. And you can see that I got some pretty good stitch definition even using that plastic hook with this yarn. So it's not a bad yarn, actually. It's a pretty decent yarn. So even using a plastic hook, you can still get a decent project with it. So in a pinch, these hooks aren't bad, and the yarn is pretty decent too. So definitely definitely worth $1. I would consider buying it again. So this is what it worked up. I mean, a little bit of snagging, but I mean that could be the hook too, because it is the plastic hook. So I can go grab one of my Clover Amore hooks and see how the stitches work up with that as well. So let's see what we have right there. So now I worked up the swatch here using my I hook, 5.5 millimeter hook, same size hook, but using my Clover Amore hook, and I think the swatch came out, the stitch definition is definitely better using the better hook, but still pretty good. But that, I believe, would be expected using a better quality hook. I mean, there's no snags or anything when you're using a little bit better quality hook. No splits or snags or anything with this, with the Just Yarn Tweed. I would imagine that the Just Yarn worsted is going to work up just the same. So we'll work a swatch up with the Just Yarn worsted as well after I show you what colors I have. Now there may be some more colors of the tweed. I'm not sure. These are the colors that I was able to find in my local Dollar Trees. So there we have it. Those are the two swatches. This is worked up with the Clover Amour hook, and this is one was worked up with the Crafter's square hook. So let's move on to the Just Yarn worsted. Okay, so here's my pile of different colors that I got in the Just Yarn. Now, these are not all the colors they had. I didn't get every color, but I got quite a few of the colors. There were a couple of colors that I didn't get, like they did have cream and a bright red and a white, but I do have a lot of those colors already in my stash, so I tried to pick some colors that I didn't have in my stash. So I picked up this peach, so I thought this was a really pretty color, peach. And this is a teal, which I thought was very pretty. Now, the worsted is not quite as soft as the tweed, but it is still pretty soft. Like the peach seems a little softer than the teal, but that could just be the dye and the yarn as well. A little fuzz on that. And then I got black or ebony. And I thought this was a pretty color, periwinkle. And orchid. And purple. And then we have storm, this kind of an army like green. This one's pretty soft too. And pastel coral. So we'll just bring these all back over here like this. And I'm going to go ahead and work up two swatches like I did with the tweed. I'm going to work two swatches, one with, I believe the recommended hook size is the same as a 5.5 millimeter hook, so we're going to use the same two hooks, the Crafter square hook and my Clover Amour hook, and we're going to work up two swatches in two different colors of the Just Worsted, and take a look at those swatches. So I'll be right back with those swatches. Okay, before I even got to making the swatch, I took the label off so I could pull the yarn from the outside of the ball, and there was glue stuck to the yarn. So this I'm not too happy about, but I thought it would be important to show you this just in case it is something that you come across if you purchase this yarn. So this was a little bit bothersome here because it does damage the yarn. I may be able to get it off without damaging it too much, but this might mean that I have to cut the yarn, and that's going to waste some yarn, and it's also going to put additional knots in whatever project I make. So that is a little bit bothersome. So I just wanted to let you know that you might come across that if you purchase this yarn as well. Okay, first with the peach here, I used my Clover Amour, and I think we got pretty good stitch definition. It's a little bit fuzzy right here, but that's where that glue was on the yarn, so I don't really, that's not a deal breaker. That's not really the fault of the yarn. That was the label. And I think my stitch, it's got really nice stitch definition. Not as nice as the tweed, but still pretty good. And then using the Crafter square plastic crochet hook that comes from the Dollar Tree too, you also get pretty good stitch definition. What I found with this too, I find is kind of interesting, is that these hooks don't squeak like typical plastic hooks squeak. So I found that's pretty interesting too, and it's got a very similar head as well to the hook as you would find on the Clover hook. It's got the tapered head. It's very similar to a Clover hybrid hook or a boy hook. So if you like boy hooks, these could be definitely an inexpensive travel hook if you don't want to bring your good hooks along with you, you could definitely get a set of these just to bring along if you're going traveling. Not bad for 2 for $1. You know, like I said, if they break, they're 2 for $1. So moving on. So here is all the Just Cotton yarn that I got. I'm pretty sure I got all the colors of the Just Cotton yarn because I've been doing a lot of cotton projects. I'm getting ready for craft shows, for the craft shows I'm going to be doing this year or this fall. So I've been doing a lot of cotton kitchen products and stuff. So, or kitchen projects. So I've been getting a lot of cotton yarn. So first color here we have is the yellow, which I showed you in the beginning. And then we have pink. And this is called Sage. And where's the color on this one? Turquoise. And dark khaki. It's like a dark green to me than a khaki, but this is turquoise merle. Camera, and then this is sage merle. Cream. White. And oil blue. So let's bring those all back. Let's flip it over so we can. And again, it is a medium 4, 104 yards, 96 meters, 2.1 ounces, 60 grams, 85% cotton, 15 polyester, and it uses a eye hook or a 5.5 millimeter hook. And let's work up some swatches and see how it works up. Okay, here's my 2 swatches with the 2 different hooks. First observation is definitely these plastic hooks, no good on cotton yarn. The cotton yarn, it's very grippy on the cotton yarn. As you can see, my bobbles are really flat because this is very loose and sloppy, because I was having a really hard time pulling this cotton yarn with this hook. It was very grippy, no good. This hook is just no good with this yarn. But if you have a better hook, like my Clover hook, a Clover and More hook, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Works perfect. So it's definitely not the yarn, it is the hook when it comes to this particular yarn. This yarn is really nice. It works just like Premier Home Cotton. You know, it's a little bit thinner than like a Lily Sugar and Cream or Peaches and Cream yarn. But other than that, it's a nice cotton yarn. It would make some nice dishcloths, cup cozies, maybe amigurumi. But definitely, I would definitely get this yarn again. I've already bought quite a bit of it to work up some different cotton items like dishcloths, cup cozies, things like that is what I had intended to use this yarn for, and that's what I'm going to do with it. So overall, definitely like the Premier Just Yarn line, Just Tweed, and Just Cotton line from Dollar Tree. We'll definitely buy some more, and in a pinch, or if you are a new crocheter and you need some cheap hooks, these hooks are not bad, just not good with cotton yarn. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss any of my tutorials. And thanks for watching. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.